Hi everybody, Susan here at My Revival. And I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I live in California, and prices for meat in California can run really high. Recently, I was looking at prices at Zaycon Fresh, and I saw some pork tenderloin for sale at $2.99 a pound, and I thought that could be a good price, but I had to buy just over $100 worth, and I don't remember the pounds, but it was something like 30 pounds, maybe plus or minus, of pork. And while my husband and I like pork, just like we like steak, we're probably going to be fairly careful with how often we eat both because they're both a saturated fat, but we do want to enjoy it still. So I didn't know if buying a huge amount of pork tenderloin was going to be wise for us, because I thought less would still last us quite a while. And so I looked around on my prices locally, and I found a store that had it for the exact same price per pound that week at $2.99 a pound, and I thought, oh wow, I can just get some to store in our outside freezer for several months if I do it this way and I don't spend the same amount as I do for Zaycon Fresh. So I tried to order it because I order online, and then we pick up when I go to my weight loss class. My husband goes and picks up our groceries. Well, they didn't have any. And I said, but I need to lock in the sale price because the sale ends tomorrow. How do I do that? They said, we can give you a rain check. So I got a rain check for pork tenderloin for $2.99 a pound. And this week, when I placed my order, I gave them a call to see if they had it in stock, and they did. And he said, but I don't think the price is $2.99 a pound. I think it's $4.99 a pound. And I said, but I have a rain check for the sale price. And he said, oh yeah, that's no problem. So the good news is I ordered 12 pounds of pork tenderloin, and I got it at $2.99 a pound instead of the current $4.99 a pound. So I thought that was really exciting. And what I'm going to do with this is portion it, probably cut them in half and portion it into different roasts to put in vacuum sealed bags and put it in our outside freezer, because we don't pressure can here because I have a glass stovetop. And I thought it related to Project Pantry, because although it wasn't a $1 or $5 or $10 find, this should last us. As pork, I'm not even eating this type of food yet, so it would just be my husband for now. So this should last us, I think, at least easily 6 months, probably 8 and maybe 10. So I thought for the deal, spending about, I think it was $35 and change for the 12 pounds was a good deal. So I was excited about that, and to get that in my freezer for the long haul. Behind it, you see 2 bags of sprouted quinoa. Now, a few weeks ago, I bought my husband sprouted quinoa and didn't tell him. And I made it, and I put it in his dishes, and he took one to lunch, and he came home and he said lunch was delicious. That quinoa was really good. And I said it was sprouted. He said, really? I said, yeah. He said it was good. He liked it better than he'd liked quinoa before. Well, a week later, I went to go buy it again, and they didn't have it in stock. So that was a bummer, because then I had to buy the regular quinoa, which, you know, part of this pantry challenge for me, I mentioned, is overhauling my pantry, including my ingredients, and I'm going to be leaning towards more sprouted grains and beans than unsprouted for nutritional reasons. So I've been slowly incorporating more sprouted things. Well, that next week I had to buy the unsprouted, and when he came home and had his lunch at work that day, I said, how was your lunch? And there just was no enthusiasm. He said it was fine, but he wasn't excited. And I said I had to buy the unsprouted quinoa, and he said, oh, that was the difference. He could eat it if he put like soy sauce or something on it, but he didn't like it as much. So this week, although quinoa is not on the menu plan, when I was shopping, I searched for it. And if they had it, I was going to buy it. they had a version. It's not the same one I got for him before. I got him the tricolor one before, so I don't know if he even likes this one yet or not, but being sprouted, he thinks he'll like it anyway. It was not on sale. Heather, I saw your Project Pantry video at the Needy Homesteader where she said, buy it on sale, buy two, put one away. These were not on sale. As a matter of fact, I might have to look online for a better source for prices for sprouted things. But since I'm new to getting the sprouted grains, and because they had a week where they had it and a week where they didn't, I thought, okay, it's not on sale, but sometimes they don't have it, and I need to have sprouted grains on the shelf. So I bought one for the daily pantry, and the second one I'm going to vacuum seal and put in my extended pantry. They were both like $8.63 or something. It was pretty bad. But they aren't always there. And from now on, I'll probably be looking for sales online and things like that. But I was excited when I don't always find it, to find it, and to have one to put for my pantry up front in my kitchen, and to vacuum seal one to put on a back shelf, just to make sure I begin to build up my stock.